time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Carolina. It's the Packers and the Panthers on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now Michael Carter, who played nearby in college in Chapel Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete.
He did not get the
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Carter once more. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hand.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquez Callaway. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have struck first in this NFC title game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Carter from the gun on third down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers. The football. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Off the play fake. Carter rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Carter. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw. Carter. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the option going right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. A throw to the flat for Carter. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. He's got it to the 43 here.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That caught by Tremble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. To Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll set up to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown from 13 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 4. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bishop. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the Battle of the Sea. He will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are heading to the Super Bowl for just the second time ever as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if things continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year, and they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now it's 2nd and 9. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bishop. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. To give to the fullback on the dive. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They'll look to throw here. And Watson has it right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll set up a throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw. Carter. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off.
Offense.
Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Here's Carter. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Ready?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Carter now throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them caught.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Panthers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. Flush to his right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On now is the Packers punter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Taking it about the 16.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. The big fella. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded right around the 8. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.